My clients are starting to think about how do we control the data we do have? How do we make the most of that? Thinking, you know what, I don't think we should cede that over to a third party anymore. We should probably take it in-house and control it much more directly.
It's a great opportunity for them to regain new power. How they monetize that, if, for example, third-party cookies have more pressure on them, is yet to be determined. We work with over 4.5 million publishers globally, and it's something that's on top of their mind. They're trying to figure out how to survive in a new world where their old monetization strategies are changing. Good news is, this was expected. Monetization strategies change all the time in this space, and certainly that whole industry is not going to go out of business, so new mechanisms will come into place if what you and I believe, which is the consumer, the individual, has the power and the pressure on this ecosystem to make it better.
I think in many ways this is great for publishers. It's been a long road for publishing in the face of walled gardens, you know, changing regulations, very disruptive, very difficult situation, and ceding a lot of control to people outside of their walls. But a lot of these regulatory changes, the changes to cookies, to ITP, actually are a great pivot to put publishers back in control. They go back to being one of the true sources of real first-party scale data in this industry.
Some of the best publishers already have plenty of traction in that space, as well as they've created their own walled garden along the way.
That goes back to identity resolution as well as figuring out how do we identify customers or subscribers in the best way we possibly can. How do we scale that? Talking a lot more now, how do you get that kind of reach even out into, like, say, TV now, right? New channels, very exciting. And creating that own ecosystem. And so it's really caused publishers and, again, brands to really double down on the identity resolution and the data aspects of their business to take control of that foundation of their business.
You are nailing our roadmap in many ways for 2020 as we delve deeper into bringing the device graph and identity graph closer into cahoots. And understanding CTV as a really valuable channel in 2020, especially as we're facing an election year. More money is going to be spent in those spaces broadly. So we're excited to see what can come out of those forces merging. We're also excited to see what we can do on the attribution side. We're a little bit special in that we've got both closed-loop data and access to our broader data cloud to pull in all these signals. Finding the right driving signal for consumer behavior that's mindful of what they want is the next big step in front of us.
Yeah, in the short term, looking at the targeting aspects, then the measurement aspects, and then really transforming it into supporting all that personalization and cross-touch point, you know, journey work is really pretty incredible, you know, from a development roadmap standpoint. And so the companies that have that data foundation and the right providers, you know, lined up to help them in that work are really putting themselves in the position to develop sustainable competitive advantages.
I agree. Well, Joe, I want to thank you for your time today. It's been a pleasure to see you again.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.